Okay, hello and welcome back to Hippo Entertainment Gaming. We've had a bit of a break, as we kind of had a bit of a break in, and someone decided to take all my recording equipment. Well, at least the mic's on it. So I have my flatmate here, Snackrat. She is going to help me do a draft now that we are back up and running with new mics and new doohickeys and all that cool stuff.
Well, let's be honest, it's a real blind leading the blind situation. So
Yeah, it is blind leading the blind, but hey, I don't mind being blind. Do you mind being blind?
it'll be funny.
It'll be super funny. Okay.
Alright, the shortcut is take all the rares and draft mono red and GG.
Let's see. Yeah, but I've got some of those bone dragons and they're kind of crap. Do I really want mono red? So we've got Goblin Motivator.
Okay, that is actually relevant.
That is.
Ooh,
and
the
Shock.
Catalyst Elemental.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm thinking Goblin Motivator. In
I
all
don't
honesty.
actually see, mind you, because we're doing a core set, there aren't really any strong themes in this set that you can build around, so you can't really build around like cycling or whatever, or energy, because they don't have any strong, they're just like, there's a whole lot of filler cards that do and other stuff. Which I suppose makes it easier to draft, but...
Yeah. Okay, well, that's my choice. What would your choice be? And I know it's just a common.
I would say yes. It's a turn 1 play that lets you swing in with your turn 2 play.
Yeah.
Also, you should just be able to click it. You don't need to grab it.
True. Okay. Target creature. That's... Oh, dragon eggs aren't too bad.
It's completely useless against a control deck that doesn't rely on a board state, though.
True, but how many of those are going to appear in a draft?
A lot. You're pretty much going to be playing against either mono-red aggro or blue-black control.
Okay.
Or blue-white control. Like
That wouldn't be bad to not play it, but I mean that's...
Yeah, you're gonna need artifact synergy, and there's no artifacts in either of the 2 rotations that we've seen so far, so I wouldn't rely on it. I'd say going for the Pyromancer, to be honest, because that's very aggro. It's damage to face, which is what you want.
Okay, Pyromancer it is. When you cast your next instant or sorcery spell, copy it.
Very relevant if you're running Burn, and
But
I believe Shock was reprinted in
it was
MIT.
sitting there in the first rotation.
And Lightning Strike is, so there'll be plenty of red burn you can use. I would say yes to double cast. What other options are there?
Well, the other one is the Spark Tongue Dragon.
I'm looking at other colours too. We don't need to draft mono red. That's just the meme.
Yeah, but Mimi happy.
I mean, if you were running red-green, you'd use the Rejuvenator to colour fix, but the Rejuvenator is not actually great.
No.
Rustling Falcon, having the flying is relevant. It's a 1/2 flying on a CMC1.
That's not bad. Yeah, that actually red-white.
Yeah, red-white aggro, I think.
Okay. Although that is also...
Well, again, that requires an artifact, and we haven't seen any artifacts. So, I think red-white, predominantly red with splashing white, would probably be a decent call with what I've seen so far.
Okay.
Instigator definitely, or the Stone Quarry for the colour fixing. Probably the Instigator.
Yeah, I'd say Instigator in all honesty. Oh, what are you?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I mean, that's ultimately just going to be a really expensive trader, I think, most of the time.
I don't think about Smelt, no.
No. I mean, artifacts are definitely playing a role in...
It's Ravnica is coming next, isn't it?
Yeah, we're heading back to the guilds.
Yeah.
I would, based on what I can see, I would probably say Hellion, because that's swinging of a 7 on turn 4. And I don't really want you to go into a 3rd colour, because then you have consistency problems. I just really love to call it. Yeah, Rustling.
That. Although they did have an Act of Treason there. Well, they have another Act of Treason right there. And a Jarni's Welcome.
Wait, Act of Treason is CMC3? I thought it was CMC4.
So did I, actually, unless it's another one we're thinking of.
Oh, definitely Act of Treason. That's a reprint of the same art, too.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, it's like... I mean, Hijack was as the same CMC, but a more restrictive color cost.
That actually looks terrible.
Yeah, that's
That is
especially
possibly
if it was
good.
1 or less, then you could at least get rid of tokens with it. Especially
No,
if
it's
they haven't
target
counted.
permanent, so it's 1.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It needs to be 1. So that is just such an edge case. I'd probably say Johnny's welcome, because you're going to be keep in mind that the Goblin Instigator counts as 2, because he comes in and then he brings another dude with him. So I'd say Johnny's welcome. Turn 1 play.
Creatures? That's not... Oh, we could have had 2 active treasons, but...
Yeah. I'd probably go charge just because it looks like you're trying to build red-white. If you're playing Boris, you're probably going wide with a whole lot of small things, so something that hits multiple creatures is valuable. Active treason doesn't actually remove a threat on the board.
Okay, back to the very first deck we pulled.
I'd say, yep, Catalyst definitely.
Okay, Shore Strike, Clash Through, Invoke the Design. No.
Crash Through is good as a cantrip. Like, you can use the card draw if the trample's not relevant. Your creatures aren't very big, though. What's the other red? The first strike is relevant.
So you reckon that's better than card draw?
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to be running a combat trick, I probably would go Short Strike because it's instant speed. Instant speed combat trick.
Double cast again? Actually, that will work. Double cast and then Shore Strike, so 2 creatures.
If you wish, yeah.
Yeah, I like the look of that.
Inspiring
Charge.
You get to keep the double land if you want, or a second inspiring charge. What do you reckon?
This is a tough one.
Because I guarantee that your AI is going to take whatever the other 3 are, probably, or you're going to be left with like the scholar.
Who wants a Totalitarian Scholar?
I mean, Stone Quarry would end up in your vault because you already start with 4 copies. So but the thing is, right now you're building really heavily into red, but one of your white spells is a 2 white, requires 2 white.
Yeah.
So without color fixing, you're going to have casting problems, I think. Inspired Charge is good, but right now white is looking like a splash.
The thing is, Inspiring Charge is the 2 white.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So, I mean, your call. I've been burned by mad mana problems, so...
Smelt. I'll take it. I mean, who knows?
I ended up removing it and putting it on the sideboard.
Yeah. Oh, yay, I get a forest! I'm so lucky. Okay. Goblin Shaman. Ooh.
I mean,
or another Goblin Motivator.
Goblin Shaman can be... If you're forced to block a chump, you can sacrifice the creature in response. Although, that being said, if it's not an instant, you wouldn't be able to. So
you may play this card this turn.
If you swing in and then they block it, you can sacrifice one of the creatures that was blocked.
Yeah.
In response. So, it's.
I think maybe Goblin Motivator, because it's still once again a turn 1 play. It's a 1/1 for 1. That's a...
It's a 2/2 for 2, which is already on curve as a bear, but it also has the addition of helping you. If you're not getting the hand you need, it can help you sacrifice.
And the AI was most likely take that over that, so that has a chance of cycling back.
That's true.
Yeah. Okay. Sun Cleanser. Remove all counters. Target opponent loses counters. I don't think they are needed.
M19 doesn't. Instigator, I would say definitely.
Instigator, yeah.
You're trying to go wide.
Okay, Havoc Demon is a big
Trumpet
one.
Blast because you're going wide.
Okay, that attacking creatures. Okay, sweet. Thud.
Yeah, you don't have any big juicy things to say. Well, the Inferno Hellion, actually. You can sacrifice the Inferno Hellion, but that requires you to get the Hellion and the Thud out at the same time. Tormenting Voice would also help with hand fixing. So, I'd say that both of those are good. The Swift Claw is a fairly decent trader. What's that one to the right of it?
Knight of the Tusk.
No thanks.
Far out, a 4/7. Wow.
That's not great for
That's
CMC.
not going to help, no.
It's a 3/7.
I'm not a fan of him, just the fact that he has 1. I mean, it's a 3/1.
Yeah, well, that's because he's 2 CMC. Like, he's a trader. either they're forced to lose their early players, which if their early players are valuable, you know, it's not. If anything, though, no, I can see your concern because there's a good chance that a lot of people are drafting into mono red, and if that's the case, you're going to be going up against goblin instigators, so the trade means nothing to them.
Yeah.
But you don't really have any big creatures.
I think that one's
one's
for fixing then.
Yeah.
Get rid of a card that I don't need, hopefully draw 2 cards I do.
Does that 7/3 have trample?
No, it's just vigilance.
No, not the 3/7. Your 7/3. Inferno Hellion.
Trample,
It
yes.
does, okay. So the thud is not required to make sure it sees value.
Yeah.
So I'd say, yeah, Tormented Boys.
Smelt again, I don't really think a smelt would work.
Inspired Charge again. What's
Okay.
the artifact down there? Oh, no, you're not running blue.
Not at all.
Yeah,
so,
go Charge.
Yep.
Although the line break is alright for curve.
Well, there's another line breaker.
Yeah, 3 for a 3/2.
Oh,
Like it
Lightning Mare.
can't be countered. Oh yeah, because that's one of the get the mare. Get
Yep.
the mare for sure.
Standard Fire Elemental.
Not bad on curve.
Bad, yes. Destroy target
Yes,
tapped.
that's good. One of the reasons you want to splash white is because you want control.
Okay.
Nope, you're not running artifacts.
Well, there's nothing else.
Okay, so then choose whatever you want to have in your library, I guess. You can pick that too, actually. It's a body. It's a 2/3 body.
Yeah. Although that is a cool looking rhino.
Yeah, pick the 2/3 body, because maybe the next pack will have an artifact in it you'll want.
Yeah, that's the one that...
And then there's the
Which-
land again. For
Those.
I'd
So-
say, oh dang it. Well, hopefully you get to have the land anyway, because I think you're going to need the colour fixing.
True.
Catalyst Elemental. Oh, Knight's Pledge seem... No, it's just a 2/2.
It's a 2/2 for 3 that
And
I
you're
can
playing it at sorcery
sacrifice.
speed.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the Night Pledge. It's only +2/+2. It doesn't give you any keywords.
Well, we'll
Did
take
you
it.
just pick Night Pledge?
Oh, yes. That was bad.
Oh, I thought you were going to take the Catalyst Elemental so that you could help... Catalyst Elemental would have helped you get into double casting one of your
True.
instances.
Okay, that was a boo-boo. So I've got an elephant, invoke the divine, fire elemental. I think fire elemental.
I don't.
Okay.
Well, it's too late. I would recommend you keep your curve down as far as possible to improve your consistency.
Well, we
because
have.
This is
That's
all,
one. That's
This
two.
is all best of one. If you
Yeah,
have
true.
a bad draw, you just lose.
Yeah.
So
Another Knight of the Tusk. I mean, that's really the only thing.
I'd say take the left one. You're not going to use it in this deck, but there's... Actually, is that the one I think it is? Nah. So it doesn't really matter. I don't think you're going to use any of these because you want to keep your curve down.
Yeah.
And none of the cards themselves are valuable or interesting.
Defender reach.
Yeah, just get that for your vault.
Yep. No. Okay. So we have.
Very, very relevant. Very yes. Very
That
yes.
one is-
You're running a whole lot of 1/1s and 1/1s that spawn other 1/1s.
Okay.
Definitely that. Another Hellion.
Yeah, or a lava axe. I do like lava axe.
I don't really like
Well, it's fine. Oh, yeah, it's a bit higher cost, so
There's a good
possibly
chance
another
that'll be there.
Hellion.
There's a good chance that'll still be there when we rotate around again. I'd
True.
say take the Hellion.
Okay, invoke the divine,
Ooh,
dwarven
What's
priest.
the CMC of that haste down there?
The haste is 4 for a 3/3 haste, but another goblin to give haste to something else.
What's the Bogaboo?
It is a 3.
3/2 menace. Menace is definitely good value, and it's got enough power to potentially be able to do something meaningful with it too. I'd probably say the menace.
A menace, not the haste.
Yeah, I'd say the menace. Like menace gives you value every turn that it's on the field. Haste is good if you're playing against control, especially black control, who like running sorcery and then they kill things and return to hand. It's like surprise, I can swing for lethal
Okay,
anyway.
so menace it is.
Menace good, yeah.
Sure strike, definitely go for that again. I think. Well, it's that or the Knight's Pledge. I think sure strike is a better option.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the first or second Spark Tongue Dragon?
Like
The Goblin Motivator or Spark Tongue? Yeah, we didn't choose the last one.
Spark Tongue is flying, but it's only a 3/3 and it costs 5, even if you don't trigger its other ability.
It's another 1/1 for 1, and it can give other creatures haste, so I think that's the better option.
Yeah. But you don't have any answers for flying at the moment, especially since you're not running into green, which has flying catalyst.
Choose a catalyst this time. Interesting.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. You use that, you can swing in for the win if you've got a wide enough board state. I mean, if they've got flying, you're probably boned. But let's be honest, if they have flying, they're probably using it to deal damage to you because you can't jump it.
Exactly.
Pyromancer again. Damage to face.
Yep. I'm seriously thinking it might give me just...
Oh, that'll give you a chance to block and stuff, yeah, if you need to,
Yeah.
if they swing in with something that's particularly obnoxious.
Elemental or lava?
I would be tempted to say Lava Axe, but I do have a habit of drawing too much into combat tricks and spells and not enough into creatures.
Yeah.
I'd say Lava Axe.
Okay. You... Well, that's a whole heap of nothing. Okay, which is good out of this? That will be good for a mill deck, but I don't have any mill
Well, no,
stuff.
that mills yourself. That's good for a zombie deck because it puts creatures in your graveyard.
Sorry, yeah. Yeah, mill is general. Well, no, if you get a mill card, that if a creature... I don't know. No, yep, you're right, it's not that.
No, it is good, it's just not good for mill. I mean, I say good. It has
It is a
role.
1/1 for 1 and it is a zombie, so...
It performs a role.
Duress.
Duress.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Why not? Another useless land.
Alright. So you start off with this, stripping out anything that's not in your colours would be the easiest way.
Yep, so that's
Get them.
Duress.
Click them. Just click them.
Oh, fine.
If you click the names, it removes one. If you click the number, it adds one.
Okay, I will do that.
And it's the same for the cards on the left. Just click them and it adds them.
So, I think we can get rid of both of those. That's just too high.
Yeah.
I'm sort of thinking the same with the fire elemental.
Looking at the breakdown that you have at the top, you're trying to... No, I mean the top right.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Yeah. That's what we're talking about, like making sure that you've got enough balance of creatures that you're actually playing into aggro, because if you run too high into combat tricks, then you're going to have dead turns where you're not really getting... The whole point of aggro is that you hit them fast, too fast for them to be able to respond.
Okay, so...
Let's remove the trusty pack piece, because you never actually got a relevant... And you never got a relevant artifact, so it's
Yep.
not a especially good body. Definitely keep.
Okay.
Don't even hover over him.
Hovering! Take Vengeance. Keep that. Mighty Leap, that's good for a trick. Get rid of that, I mean...
It's not bad. It's just, you know, anything that you stick it on is vulnerable to being burnt anyway.
Yeah.
I suppose it would work well on the Hellions if you managed to play the Hellions, but for the most part, you'd probably rather draw a creature because you're trying to go wide
Yeah.
rather than tall.
I don't know too many artifacts, so I think I can get
Yeah.
rid of those two.
And you can't even have a sideboard, so...
Yeah. I'll keep Ajani's Welcome, because it's helpful. So
Honestly, as good as Inspired Charge is, I'm really worried about your colour fixing. There's a good chance you'll never actually give... Inspired Charge would be great for what you're trying to do, but you might not be able to cast it depending on what colour's available, because you only took one Stone Quarry.
Yes.
I mean, you have multiple games if you want to try it. Or, okay.
Well, I still need to get rid of 6 more.
Well, then the easiest way would be to just remove all white and just play mono red, you filthy fuck. Oh no, he about do it.
And I'll get rid of the Stone Quarry, and I'll go for... There we go, mono red burn.
You just become the meme. You have to
Yep.
become the meme.
Okay, so this
But
is called
the
Mimi Red.
Rustwing Falcon is actually good though.
Mimi. red. It is. We can always play it in the second one.
Okay.
Let's see how well we do. By the way, if we lose, I'm blaming Jub Jub.
What a bad cat.
Yeah.
Why did you let him
Gotta move the
drown?
mic closer a little. Okay, I think I can probably keep that. I mean, that's no turn 1, but 2 turn 2s.
Yeah, and then after that you're boned.
True.
That we were deliberately keeping the curve low. I mean, I would keep it, but that's just because I'm so gun-shy of screw or flood that if I see I can make a play, then I'm like, good.
Well, that's
because
just-
I'm tired of having to mulligan down to 2 because my land is so bad.
That's why I'm thinking keep it as well, because usually if I mulligan something like this, I'll then have
Yeah, keep.
6 land, or, yeah.
Plus, if you end up reaching a problem where you're not getting anything castable, Lightning Mare does have a pump on it.
True. Oh, he scried. You
It
silly
also seems
person.
really curious that you didn't want to play the Swift Claw because it only had 1 toughness, but we picked the Mare, which also has the exact same stat lines.
That is true. That is true. But
Play
it can't be
Pyromancer to your face, I would say.
Okay. I could do with a bit more land coming in. At least like a lot.
Yeah, see, now you've got a creature that you feel fine trading with the Swift Claw because the because the Pyro go into attack first, combat first, because the Pyromancer is not on itself valuable. So if he trades it with a Swift Claw, you're fine. You probably won't though, just because of the power value as far as the trade goes.
Oh, he is.
Cool.
Okay, cool.
Now you don't have anything you have to worry about killing a Lightning Mare if you play it. So you can play the Pyromancer or you can play the Lightning Mare.
Well, Pyromancer is like a burn to the face, so...
Yeah, it's face damage. You know what? I bet U-Spot automatically resents you a little bit for drafting mono red.
Yeah, I resent myself for doing mono red, but...
But look, they went into red white. They're Boris. They're doing the same thing. So probably now you can get into Hellions, which are going to be a big problem because he doesn't have enough power on board to kill them at all.
Sweet.
You should have played that in your second main phase.
At the beginning of each end step... If...
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's why it's cheap. It's basically a super weird spell.
Yes.
But it's still gonna clock him and there's nothing he can do about it.
True.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I would have done that in response so that you didn't have to worry about the Hellion coming back.
Weird.
Okay. Yeah, attack with your Hellion first.
Yeah. Okay, now, second Hellion or a Lightning
You
Mare
can
followed
play-
by a Tormenting Voice.
If you played Tormenting Voice, what would you discard?
The,
Probably Rift,
Rift.
because he doesn't actually seem to be building very
No,
wide.
and he has flying, so it's sort of all it's going to do is screw one.
Yeah, I'd say, yeah, Lightning Mare and then Torment off Rift.
Yep. Oh. Okay, well that's pretty much the game. Put that out, next turn, add Shore Strike on it.
Oh, well,
Ah, that must have just flicked to the top. Okay,
see now you're trying to determine if you do the... It's not going to be enough for you to deal combat. If you short
okay,
strike,
I can play this one and then just swing
you
in.
can get out 7 damage this turn, but you wouldn't be playing the Hellion.
Yeah.
So, do you want to play the Hellion, or do you want to try and get 7 now?
I'm going to try and get
Well,
7.
that's objectively what I would have... Well, I suppose it works on the... Yeah, it works on the Hellion. If you so that you can next turn you can play the Hellion.
Okay, well I think this is game 1 win for me.
Goddamn mono red draft.
I've still taken a decent pummeling.
Yeah,
but
they've only got one card in hand. They're not going to be able to do anything in time. Not when you play your 7/3 trample motivated.
Ah, that would have been so much better with Sure Strike. Oh well,
You make your plays with the information you have.
I do.
Yeah,
That's still
that's still
lethal.
that's still 3 trample damage.
Yep. Don't you hate red?
Yep.
Rank up. Sweet.
Oh, that's curious. You started in limited rank 4 when I started. They had like an unranked thing that I was in. I wonder if that was part of the latest update. Okay, so basically Mimi Red is you don't want to put
Mimi
them-
Red is cool. I know, I hate myself too, but Mimi Red. I'll wear the little wig and the weird makeup later.
What?
Mimi. From Drew Carey Show?
Nope.
Nope. You don't know Mimi.
Nope.
Ah.
Also, I'm pretty sure if someone were to spell the word Mimi, you probably spelt it wrong.
Most
Because I think the
likely.
word meme is supposed to still be in there.
Haha, gotcha. Are you going to pop? Please pop. Yay, he pops. Wow, I think I might have to mulligan in all honesty.
Yes.
Yeah. That's a whole lot of nothing.
I would say keep.
Yeah.
Just because you don't want to lose too much. Yeah, keep.
Okay, that's good.
You don't want to lose too much card advantage by mulliganing.
Hey, I thought I
things away.
popped at that. Why did it come back?
They don't pop, they puff.
Ah.
Mine don't even puff. I poke them and they just get bigger.
Okay, weird.
That sounds like a dick joke.
Now, this is a family channel.
Is it?
No. Okay, I don't
That being
like
said, I tend to be a lot more crass than you, so if it is, I would be the one who ruined it.
Ah, this is annoying because if he dies, a 2/2 zombie comes out. And I'm going to have trouble taking on a 2/2 zombie.
Yeah, don't swing in for now. You don't gain any value, you just give your opponent value.
Yeah. I said pass turn, didn't I? Oh,
yeah,
he's
and
attacking.
it passed the turn.
Sorry, I didn't pay attention to absolutely anything. Right, you...
Menace is relevant.
Menace is very relevant, especially considering I can give it haste. Ha! I have an answer to your silly little 1/1. I don't have an answer to that.
Yeah, at that point.
I'm seriously thinking that, and then sacrifice it next turn will give me enough to poop that out.
Yeah. As for now, do you want to swing in, or...
I don't think so. I'll wait until that's on the field and then I'll swing in with so much you won't know what to do.
Well, the other option is for you to tap to give that haste and then just swing all in, because that's what red aggro does.
Yeah,
That's
but then
why
I
it's called
can't
aggro.
sacrifice it for...
Only if he double blocks that.
And he probably will, because if he double blocks, he gets 2/2 zombies. That's the smart move for him.
And he also takes 5 damage, and then you still have the menace. That's what I'm talking about.
That's not... No, I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna pass. Discards 2 cards. Okay. I'm gonna get rid of that one. Probably that one.
Because he's not running blue.
Yeah. He doesn't want to attack.
Well, no, as long as he's holding those there, you're too much of a pussy to swing in, so...
I'll show you.
It's not only protecting his life total.
Ooh, that can actually work in my favour.
You need to sacrifice that dude to get your value.
Yeah.
And now you have one left to be able to cast. That jump. Now do you want to swing all in?
All in.
See, I told you. He wants to get rid of that. Especially since he doesn't have to worry about the Hellion now anyway, it's going to be removed.
True.
And now that he's got 2/2s, now's probably when he starts swinging.
Still, if he swings in, I can withstand it for quite some time.
Yeah, you've got a 2-turn clock.
Yeah.
His is... gee.
I'm going to keep that just to make
fair enough.
think. Yeah, but I don't think there's any point in attacking. At the most, 2 will go through, and then the next turn nothing goes through.
Yeah.
Okay, so 1 would have gone through, and I would have ended up on the losing end. Glad I made that decision. Is he actually going to attack with anything? Nope. He's just going to sit there, isn't he?
Because you're playing mono red and his health is on... Because you're playing mono red and his health is on 8. He can't afford to be too aggressive because red runs haste. Plus
Yes.
you have 2 creatures that can give haste. If you play another Hellion, he needs to be able to respond.
True.
Okay. Now that he's done some life gain, he's probably going to start being a little more proactive.
It's only 1 turn of life gain. I doubt he's going to.
Oh!
I told ya.
Gosh!
Hey, something other than land. Well, that's kind of helpful.
I'd probably...
Play a mountain.
I'd be tempted to, because I think you've got some things in here that cost 5, and if you top deck them, you want to be able to play them.
True. I'm just going to sit there. I can outlast him. Okay, maybe not.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing about mono red aggro. That's why I was telling you should be attacking, is specifically because the whole point, the way to defeat aggro, is to survive long enough to force it to top deck. Once it's top decking, it loses.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, that is exactly what you needed for the win.
That is.
I mean, it doesn't actually give you the win looking at it.
In fact,
Not with all of that life gain. This is game, but like punch him real hard in defiance.
Yep. And that's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 in the face. So he'll be down to 7. And he can swing in for lethal this turn. Unless I do those 2, and with those 2 I can at least block those. Then it wouldn't be lethal. That's what I'm going to do.
If you're going to do that, you should be holding back the motivator, not a token.
Why?
Because then you can motivate something instead of them deciding to kill the motivator with the priest.
Fine.
Okay, I meant like swing in with one of the tokens still, you goose.
Quack, quack, quack. Yes, I know. I still have enough to chump, and hopefully I can draw another Hellion.
You have enough to chump barely, and only because you pulled the motivator back.
True, if he swings for everything, I have to chump and lose.
So basically, if I didn't say, hey, swap the instigator out for a token, you would have essentially thrown the game.
Yes, I probably would have. Oh no, he can't do anything at the moment.
Not now, but it gives him something to block and buy time, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, it's game. Because
game.
you're forced to block with the instigator, which means even if you did top deck and Hellion, you can't use it in any way that means anything. Go, just attack for the meme.
Why not?
That makes it sound like you're like, I've got the play that will kill you, rather than good game. Like,
Let's just tell him it's totally done. I could be super mean and just quit before damage goes through.
it's just a flesh wound.
Still 500. Rang Dangles. What a name. I'm kind of tempted. No, okay.
I mean, I can see why you're tempted, but you don't have any early game players and you're playing mono red, you need them.
Yeah, true. Okay, turn 1, turn 2, turn 3. Yep.
That's a little better. Turn 1, play Motivator. Turn 2, motivate the Pyromancer.
And then swing with the... Well, yeah, that's what Motivator is. Sure Strike? That'll be 2 Sure Strikes.
Yeah, I would say no. You don't... At the moment, you'd probably rather have another creature. Your library is so small, you might draw that other Sure Strike soon anyway.
Okay.
If anything... Actually, no, you're not running anything that shuffles your library.
No, I don't believe so.
Oh, yes, you do. The Hellion.
Does that shuffle the library?
Yeah, because it gets shuffled back into your library.
It does, yes, of course. I knew that, I've just seen if you did. Well, I would have preferred the Sure Strike, in all honesty. Let's be polite, even though I haven't done it previously. Well, I've done it in the first one.
If you do it too late, then it's no longer regretting. It's passive-aggressively saying, you're taking too long. Hello, anyone in there? I mean, I get that by having emotes instead of an actual chat log saves them from having to do actual moderation, but at that point you may as well not have emotes at all, because they're just so... There's no communication at all, and what communication is there is going to get corrupted into people being rude to each other anyway. Like, whenever you do a misplay, just going, nice, 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 nice.
He has something. I'm thinking if I attack with everything... chances are he's probably going to block... No, he can't block that.
He doesn't have enough mana for any pumps. Not in one red.
Yeah. So, do I put Sure Strike onto...
Oh!
Ooh.
Sure Strike is not going to save it. Doesn't give him any toughness.
That's not. Okay.
It's a shame you didn't manage to draft any shock.
Well, I only
He's not
saw the
gonna
one
block.
there and I didn't take it. He is going to block, so I'm going to do that to that, so the Pyromancer sits there and will...
And then 1 damage to your face.
That's 1 damage, he's no longer got a board state.
And if you manage to top deck a land, you can motivate a Hellion. It's not going to be quite enough for lethal.
It'll leave him with 1.
Oh, that's bad. You pretty much need to be able to kill that. Okay. Yeah. You can't swing it anymore.
Why? What is that?
Because unless you can outright kill it, it's going to get bigger instead of taking damage, essentially.
Is
When it takes damage, it gains that many 1/1 counters.
So I need to do double its damage in order to...
Well, no. The trigger is in response to doing damage. If it dies to damage, it doesn't get counters. But it means that you need to kill it with damage that happens all at once.
So if I swing in with that, it's either going to go into his face or it will kill that.
You can swing in with the Pyromancer, but I can pretty much guarantee that he won't block because he wants to swing in with the Hydra because you won't block. Yeah. So unless you were running instant, like if you were running shock, you could get away with it because in response to the trigger, you could then cast shock.
Yeah.
So then it would die. But as it is, all of your damage is done like through combat.
Okay, that's game.
It's bad.
Assign damage.
I don't think they realised it was trample. Not that it really makes a difference, but...
No. Good game. Mimi Red for the win. Why did it? Oh, because I dropped a rank.
No, you didn't drop a rank, you're climbing.
Yeah, okay.
You were tier 4 and now you're tier 3.
What is this? Beaumont Bazaar Barge. Or Beaumat Bazaar Barge.
See what I mean about drafting mono red?
Yes. I kind of seems...
Especially in a core set where you don't have any strong mechanics that people are building around.
Yeah. Run. Okay.
Yep.
You reckon no?
No, your only early play is the Pyromancer. That's literally your only early play. Whoa!
Well, that's done...
I would actually say yes to that one because you got Instigator and Bog Up Brew, which lets you go wide.
Yeah, I'll keep the Sure Strike.
But also because you don't want to mulligan down too many times because you lose too much card advantage.
Yeah. I've mulliganed down to 0 before.
Oh yeah, and then immediately conceded.
Yep.
Yep.
That's because my first play...
Even my scry was bad.
Yeah.
Although at that point, well, when you're mulliganing, I don't see any reason why you would mulligan down to 0, except if you've already given up and now you're just like a meme. Because...
Well, basically...
There's like no difference between 1 and 0, except in 1 you at least have a card in your hand.
Yeah. I don't think attack.
What have they got?
I've got a 2-2.
Oh,
Death Touch 2-2.
Yeah.
Oh, Death Touch is going to be annoying.
Because the Hellion isn't going to get shuffled in your library.
Exactly.
But you've got a Sure Strike.
I do have a Sure Strike. I will keep that, so...
Well...
What?
Yeah, that's a problem.
Wow.
Okay. You no longer have the power to get in range, except on the Menace, which they don't intend to block anyway. Does Sure Strike specify attacking? Well, it's too late. Yeah. What you could have done was say, as a blocking and... I suppose you still can, actually. Because you can, if necessary, you can sacrifice the Elemental to do it.
Actually, you know what? Yes.
I would...
Oh, he can't block that anyway.
Yeah, he can't block that one. Hold back the tokens.
And that will give it 3, so as long as he doesn't play another forest... if he attacks without playing another forest, I can actually do it.
Well, no, you can't. Because the only creature that has enough power to be able to reach it is the elemental that you intend to sacrifice.
To. Yes. He's not attacking anyway. Ah, mountains. Mountains forever.
Okay.
So, combats. If I send everything in, and hopefully he will...
Just send your menace. Just send your menace. It looks like a conservative play.
What if he decides... Well, he has to double block it.
If he double blocks, you will lose your menace,
yeah.
but you'll also be able to destroy the 5/5.
That's why I'm thinking also send that in.
Well, the whole point is to bait him into blocking with something that you can kill the 5/5. You could send that in too,
Yeah.
but either way, you're going
In
to be...
which case, why not send everything? I'm going in for it all.
Because he can block the 1/1s, in which case you can't answer his 5/5.
Yeah, that's right.
And now you've got that to deal with, so you're going to end up having to waste your Sure Strike to save your Catalyst Elemental. Didn't really think about that, did you?
Yes, I didn't. Why did you not tell me,
I
Charlie?
literally... No.
Okay, well, that's dead. So they're trading.
But they might not even be playing in... Yeah, well, do you want to trade, or do you want to keep the cat... Actually, no, your mana's fine at this point. I'd
Yeah.
say, yeah, do it as a trade. Keep the Sure Strike so that you can... Hopefully, doesn't play another forest, so you can make up for your screw-up.
He didn't. Haha. Although he can't block it.
You can't block it now anyway. You pooched your screw.
Hopefully I get that double cast thing. That will be... Hopefully he does play another creature and I get the double cast. And can double cast Short Strike onto that, so that becomes a 9 first strike.
I'd be careful though. I think double cast is a sorcery, so you'd have to use it before combat, which means he knows you have a combat trick. So that is good for just
True.
making sure you get a lot of damage to face. But
Is he actually going to attack? And what is that? That's a fire elemental.
you don't
That's
have enough mana to cast strike and elemental. So
5.
I'd probably say the removal is relevant. So swing in with the menace. Because otherwise that dude's going to getting bigger and bigger, and eventually you're not going to... Oh, he didn't even... Okay. So now you can play your elemental.
What is he going to do? Alright, little Scorpio. Okay.
Dark Wind K? Or is it supposed to be Darkwing? Hey!
Okay, what did I pull? Another mountain. No.
I would have actually said don't play it.
Ah,
You don't need the land, so at that point, pretending like you've got burn in your hand is more threatening.
true. Okay, swinging with everything. At the most he
the
can do
5
is...
3, the swinging with the 5 and the 3. Keep the 1 as a chump because I think you're going to need it, especially if he chooses not to block.
True.
Okay. Is there an enchantment on that? Oh, it's an equipment, so that still stays, isn't it?
Yeah.
And he's keeping the 3.
Which means they are going to...
They're going to trade unless you pump.
Should I pump it?
I would say that there's not really much of a difference, but actually, yeah, because you want to have that potentially as in... You want to be keeping as much of your board state as possible because you want to be able to swing in for next turn, because now it forces him to kind of play on the defensive because you've got enough power to kill
Lethal.
him. You've got lethal on board if he doesn't preserve
He
blockers.
pulled 2 angels. Nice. Okay.
Oh, yeah, blood life gain. Yeah, see, that's why you need the 1/1 held back, because now you're going to need to chump that 6/6.
Yeah. That is a nice card.
They're all vigilance.
Come on.
They're all vigilance.
Why is it vigilance?
Probably is it the other angel giving them vigilance?
Creatures, so when it entered the battlefield. Damn.
Yeah.
Okay,
This is honestly game. You can't get through his wall, and then next turn he'll kill you with an Alpha Strike. So
yeah. If only I had, not drawn all my land.
yeah, that's a point. The default, we deliberately tried to keep your curve low, and the default suggested land is relatively high because it's assuming that you're going to be playing a whole lot of 5 and 6 cost. you might benefit from reducing your land by 2. Although that said,
Okay.
you don't have any real reds to put in there instead.
Yeah.
Smelter's not going to get any value most of the time you draw it. If anything, I'd say you could go back and putting in a little white, because you're not really going to get that much value from double cast either, not without tipping your hand.
Yeah. Okay, what are you?
Not relevant.
Not relevant. I think that's it. I don't think there's anything I can do.
Why didn't he swing in? He had lethal on board.
Maybe... Well, I was holding on to 2 cards. Maybe he thought I was holding on to 2 more tricks.
That's true, but most of the flying enough alone would have been enough to get you down to 3, and you're
Yeah.
clearly running mono red. So do you want to try and put white in? Never mind.
I forgot about doing that.
So basically, you win or die by this match.
Yep.
I do kind of the similar things. Like, okay, after this game I'm going to do something, but it's just become so much in my muscle memory to immediately queue again.
Well, I've got 1 creature. I can do absolutely massive stuff to that creature.
Yeah, it's not worth it. Shocks
Okay.
in standard. That creature could just die and then you have nothing.
That's even worse.
Okay,
Oh, come on.
that at least gives you 2 separate creatures. And you don't want to... You'd lose... Okay, yes. Oh, thank goodness. You wouldn't want to go any smaller than that. Lose too much card advantage.
Yeah.
And at least the Instigator protects you from shock. Kinda, you know.
Well, it puts 2 bodies on the field.
Yeah. Ooh, a lifelink. Yeah, I think... Yeah. No. The other one. Because that would trade with the child, but playing that one of them can trade with the child,
Yeah,
and then you've
true.
still got another. At this point, they probably won't swing in. Yeah, there you go. Okay. I mean, it doesn't change your play. It's just that you should try and use that in your second main phase, because then it looks like you have burn or combat tricks open.
Okay,
and
but
they'll
I'm
be
not
less
going to be
likely to.
swinging in anyway.
Well, if you swing in... Oh, yeah, that's a point. If you swing with both, one of them will probably be eaten by the basilisk, and then the other one they won't bother to block at all.
Exactly, so I'm going to do that and pass the turn. Okay, 1 more one more land, and I can act, and that's flying, so
Yeah, but that's the only... Oh, and you have to discard.
which one? I mean, that if I get a red, I can play it next turn. That I've still got to wait 2 turns.
Yeah, I'd say discard the elemental. I mean,
Yeah.
the power is definitely nice, but they'll probably start swinging in with a Spectre, because that's something that they can guarantee will get through your line, and then they won't have anything to block.
Yeah.
So probably hold on Rift for now, actually. Alternatively, you could swing in with the mare and then pump it twice. Oh, but that would end up becoming... It'll probably end up getting traded
It
with
will
the
just be, yeah, the Child of Night will swap with it. There's no point.
Well, yeah, there is a point. The Child of Night has lifelink, and you don't want them to gain life because that's one of the counters to red aggro.
So,
I don't know. We don't have enough time to think about it because of the fuse. Generally, when playing mono red,
hopefully he will
aggression is
swing
better.
with that.
But
Yeah, if he
He'll
swings with that, then...
I'll swing with the flying, I imagine, and then nothing else.
Wow. That's what I thought he was going to swing in with. Ooh,
Do you have an instigator on the field? You do.
I do, but I'm wondering if I play that...
Look, the only thing that can kill it outright is the boar, and I would consider that a fair trade. Because that boar is going to be a problem.
Yeah, but the
otherwise.
thing is, if I put that out, do not attack, that's
No,
damn
you
near lethal.
instigate it. You instigate it.
Yeah, but I won't have enough... If I do that, and then do the Teutonic Rift, he can't block anything at all the next turn. That's what I mean. So I play that, I don't instigate it, I just leave it sitting on the battlefield. He will then swing with probably that. I can use the Teutonic Rift to stop his blocks.
Okay, if you want to do it that way.
Yeah, I think that's a better option.
I'm very nervous about delaying. That's how I end up losing games of chess. I keep making plans of what the board looks like now. The board can change. They can play more flying, they can play removal.
Well, that's fine, I'm happy if you do that.
Well, it does speed up their clock significantly, but they'll probably continue to swing them with only that.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. It's also not actually going to be lethal.
No, it's going to drop him down a little bit. Okay, that's fine.
Okay, yeah, you're on a 4-turn clock now.
Yeah.
And if you swing all out, you're not going to have anything to block with, so he probably will have lethal.
I'm going to do it. Alright. I'm going to do his duel.
And then next turn you lose. Good day, sir.
No, it's not quite lethal. It is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Yeah,
9,
you gotta
10,
lay on
11,
one.
12.
You gotta be on 1 health. But you don't have enough damage next turn to kill him, even if he didn't swing out. And never mind, you lose. Good day, sir.
Okay. I didn't. Oh.
Also, right. I
about
thought that was an ETB. Yeah, you were just boned.
It was worth a shot. Okay, so how well did I do? I earned myself 1 deck and
one very non-competitive meme deck.
yay!